mallet today. And so the mallet starts with a base. And so our base is going to be 5 wide, and it's going to be 3 deep, and then it's going to be 0.75. Alright, so that's going to be the top of our mallet. And what we want to do is we want to get actually 2 of those. So I'm going to duplicate that and move here. Now I can see I've kind of already run out of room on my workspace, so I'm going to go to my settings and I'm going to make this 24 by 24 just to give myself more room to model. Alright, so those are going to go over there. And then I want to make the handle. So the handle is going to be 1 inch by 13 inches, and then the depth is going to be 0.75 again. And I want to make that a different color so it's easy to differentiate. Alright, so this is going to drop on top of one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and I'm going to click drop onto, I'm going to create a work plane, sorry. I'm going to create a work plane on top of that, and then I want to drop that there. So now when I look around, it actually is in that location. So I want to line up the centers here, so I'm going to click on this and that, and then I want to align. I want the middles to be lined up like that. And then it doesn't really matter. I'm going to bring this down a certain part, and I want it to extrude off the bottom. Then let me look at the top again, and then make sure that it's still aligned in the middle. Alright, so that's going to go like that, and I don't want those to move, so I'm going to fix those in place, so those are locked. Now, I need something to fill. This is eventually going to go on top, so let me create another work plane here, and I want to drop that there, and that is eventually going to slide over on top of this, but I can't have this gap here, so I need to actually create those parts. So I'm going to bring across this, and I'm going to create my shape. So it was going to be 2 by 3, and then the thickness is 0.75. I'm going to make it a different color so I can see what it is, and that is going to go on there, and I can see that's not on the right surface. So I'm going to click work plane. I want it to go there, and I'm going to click this, and I'm going to drop it down there. Alright, so I want to move it here so it's lined up on that corner. Let's see if we can use the align tool to help us with that. So I'm going to select those, align, and what I want the corner, nope. I want to bring it across. I want the corner to line up. So I'm going to select the 2 of them, try to align it. There we go. Alright, so you just got to kind of play around with it to get it to the right spots. And I want another one of those, so I'm going to copy. And then this one just needs to go across. I'm going to use the arrow keys to go across until I get it lined up. So just using the arrow keys to move by a little bit. There we go. And then my last piece, so I want to now lock those in place. I'm going to grab all those and I'm going to lock it. And my last piece is put the mallet on top. So I'm going to bring that across and then line it up there. Alright, it's not quite lined up, so let me select this and then shift that and try to align it. And I need it to move. Nope. to that corner. There we go. All right, so we have our mallet, and then what we're actually going to do to keep this thing from flying out is we need to insert a wedge here. So I'm going to bring this piece across, and I want to make it thin. So I'm going to make it 1/8, so 0.125. And I'm going to basically just try to drop it into the middle of this there. So I should have maybe done this first. All right, so I'm going to hide some stuff. So I'm going to hide, and I'm going to bring this in, and I want to align it to the middle. So I'm going to click on those two and align the centers. And I'm going to unlock this one so that I can combine it. So for those two, I'm going to group the slot and the handle and combine them as there we go. And then I'm going to unhide everything. All right. So what that's going to allow me to do is to basically put in a 1/8 piece of wood there, which will bring these two across and will really lock in that mallet handle besides just the glue that we use to create it. So there we go. We've created a simple mallet. If we wanted to, we could bring these edges in when we actually build it, but what we have there looks great for what we need it to be.